Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Well, it's getting towards the end of the Halloween season. Halloween is just a few days away, and I am leaving for Florida in just a couple of days. But I thought, since there is a few days left till we have Halloween, that I will just kind of go through and do a little video on everything that I watched this year. I tried to do the 31 Days of Horror. It just didn't work out. I mean, between work and I knew I had that trip, doing these videos, unboxing, I couldn't get to a video every night. Plus, I'm going to Florida, so I would have had to watch multiple in a day to get all 31 in, to get a video made. But I did get, I believe, 17-ish watched. So I thought I'd do a little video and get it out here before Halloween, give you guys some ideas for maybe something you want to watch in the, few days coming up to Halloween or on Halloween night. And so, yeah, let's delve into it and we'll kind of go through it. I'll kind of discuss, what I liked, what I didn't like, or just if I liked it or didn't like it at all. Maybe we'll just keep it at that so this video is not ridiculously long. But let's get into it. All right, well, first up, these first 5 films have been featured in multiple films this Halloween season. And that's because I think it's the best release of the year, at least for the stuff that I've been getting in. And that is the Halloween 1 through 5. These are great for the Halloween season. I watched all 5 of these on 4K. I'd seen them before, but, I had to check them out on 4K. And so we'll just go through it quickly here. We got Halloween 1, which is awesome, fantastic. I love this movie. Halloween 2. Honestly, in my opinion, if you guys are going to do this, especially on like Halloween night, just watch Halloween 1 and 2 back to back. Just watch it back to back. Because this one starts off right where the first one ends. So just do it back to back. It'll be like one big long movie, and that's the way to do it. So I always recommend this for Halloween night. It's a lot of fun. And then you got Halloween 3, the only movie in the franchise that does not include Michael Myers. But as a standalone film, just a Halloween film, this is awesome. This is one of my favorites. I mean, this ranks up here with some of the other ones. I think this one is better than some of the ones that have Michael Myers in it. Just as a standalone Halloween one, this movie is great. Awesome artwork, looks fantastic. Halloween 4, this is another one that's, it's later up in the series. Sometimes when it gets higher up, they're not as good, but this one is quite good. I enjoyed this one a lot. It looks fantastic too. It's a lot of fun. I really like this. I recommend this. 1 through 4, I definitely recommend. But then you delve into part 5. 5 sucks. I'm sorry. Anybody who's a fan of 5, I do not like this one. And unless I'm showing the entire series or I decide to go through where I'm just going to watch every single one of them, I'm probably not going to watch this one again, at least not anytime soon. I mean, this is not really one that I would ever throw in. I don't know. I just thought it was boring. I'm not a fan of Halloween 5. 1 through 4, I love. I think they're all great. Not a fan of this one. Then next up, we got Demons 1 and 2 pack. This is a great set. It looks fantastic. I will have an unboxing and review video for this at some point. But it's just a lot of fun. They're both 80s Italian horror, gory, extremely gory, but a lot of fun. And basically the movie is about, the first one takes place in a theater where they're showing a sneak preview to a bunch of people, and it's a movie about demons. One of the girls puts on this like demon kind of mask and is kind of making fun of it. The mask cuts her, that woman turns into a demon, and then it kind of just turns into like a zombie effect. That woman turns into a demon. She attacks somebody else. They turn into a demon, and so on and so forth. And the second movie is pretty much the exact same thing, except for it takes place in a high-rise apartment building instead of a theater. But otherwise, they're both kind of the same film. But they are a lot of fun if you're into Italian horror. But viewer beware, it's pretty gory. It's pretty gory, but a lot of fun. Then I wanted to go a little old school, so I did check out 2 of the Universal Classic Monsters. Watched the Frankenstein and the Vampire. Both looked fantastic. If you've never seen any of these old Universal films, I highly recommend them. These are a lot of fun. And the beauty of these films, too, is they're super short. They're like an hour and, most of them are like an hour and 10 minutes. They're super short. You can breeze through them. That's what I like about these old school films. And they just, in this 4K box set, they look great. I highly recommend this whole box set. Like I said, I haven't seen these other 2, but I'm sure they look great too. Then we have Slither. I had never seen Slither. I'm a huge James Gunn fan. I just picked up the Suicide Squad, which I have not seen yet, but I'm sure I will like it because I love James Gunn. I liked even his early work. I had not seen this one. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. And this movie may be disgusting, and it is pretty disgusting, but it's a blast. This movie is so much fun. I highly recommend it. And it's just kind of about these little slug things that get into your body and take over, and it's gross, but it's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend Slither. Next we have American Psycho. This Lionsgate awesome slipcover here. This movie's good. I really like it. It takes place in the 80s. It was made in the 2000s, but takes place in the 80s. And Christian Bale basically works on Wall Street during the day and is a serial killer at night. There's a plot twist, so, you know, not everything is always what you've seen, but I don't want to give everything away. This is a fun movie. It's not really a movie that I consider like a Halloween movie. I mean, it's kind of a horror movie, but the reason I watched it this year is because I wanted to review this 4K. But this is a film you could really watch anytime. You don't really necessarily need to just watch it at Halloween. In fact, it's not really even that much of like a Halloween movie, but it is fun. Next up is Alone in the Dark. This movie was surprisingly pretty good. I really enjoyed it. It's more or less about these 3 mental patients who escape from the institution that they're staying in and go and terrorize a local neighborhood. I mean, that's the long and short of it. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. Phantasm 1 and 2. This is a new watch for me this year too. These are pretty good. They're basically about a mortician in a small town who, after you die or after he kills you, he turns you into this small little like zombie type creature thing, and he's sending them out into the world through these weird little portals, which are right here. And he has these little sphere things here that he shoots at you and kills you and drills into your brain. They're cheesy. They're fun. I recommend them. Check it out. Children of the Corn. Children of the Corn. It's not very good. Looks pretty good in 4K. Still kind of fun at times. I don't know. You don't need to rush out and see it. Next up, we got Halloween, the 2018 version. Let's show the back. I think I showed it in another video. I just really like that back. Very cool. And this is just kind of a reimagining of, Michael Myers and Halloween. It's pretty good. I mean, it's different from the originals. It's got its own twist. David Gordon Green and Danny McBride, I believe, wrote it. And David Gordon Green directs it. And so, yeah. So I watched this one. And then I also watched Halloween Kills, which is the other one that came out. I liked it. Halloween Kills doesn't really have much of a storyline, doesn't really progress the story. This is part 1 of a trilogy. Halloween Kills is part 2. And then we have Halloween Ends, I believe, fall of 2022. And so, yeah. So this one is pretty good. It's, kind of story-driven. Part 2 is more or less Michael Myers going around and messing shit up. Killing a lot of people, being extremely brutal. But doesn't really continue much of the story, but he definitely kills. I recommend them both. I like them. Next up, we have The Changeling. Now, I saw this movie only once before, a long, long time ago on DVD. And I got this from Severin from one of their sales. I think it was like $12.99. And it still had this cool slip cover. And I wanted to pick it up. This is just a cool atmospheric 1980s haunted house movie. Stars George C. Scott. He's a musician, and there's weird stuff going on with the house that he's renting. Very, very creepy at times, and it's a good, like, Friday night, rainy, Halloween rainy night type movie. I really like it. I definitely recommend this one. I think anybody who's into ghost stories or haunting type movies would really enjoy this. This one's a lot of fun. And next up, I did have to throw in one crappy Dollar Tree title, which surprisingly ended up being a lot of fun. It's ridiculous, was a lot of fun, and that is Dead Ant. And it's basically about this aging, like, 80s rock group who's on their way to this concert and decides they're going to do a peyote trip in the middle of the desert, and they're warned by the guy who sells them the peyote that be nice to all creatures when you're high on the stuff. Otherwise, there'll be consequences. Well, one of the people, who is actually played by Sean Aniston, decides to kill an ant when he's high on peyote. And the ants turn massive, as you can see up here, and go to town. So, yeah. What else is there to say? It's giant ants tracking people down and killing them. What's not to love? And then last up was a one I don't have on physical media. It's only streaming, and I believe it's streaming on Disney Plus, and that is the Muppets Haunted Mansion. That movie was a lot of fun. I mean, it's no Muppets Christmas Carol, but I mean, come on, what is? But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. It's not overly great. It's a little weird because different people are doing the voices. Kermit's voice, it's a little off. It can be distracting. I know I have a buddy who said that he couldn't even make it through it. It's like the voices were just too much. I just couldn't do it. It was just too weird. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was kind of fun. Basically, the concept of it is Gonzo has to spend the night in this haunted mansion, and if he does, he gets, I don't know, some prize or something. I honestly don't even remember how it ended. But it's still fun. I mean, it's the Muppets. It's more of a special. It's not like a full feature-length film. It's only like 45 minutes. But hey, if you got kids or something, or you just want something that's not a horror movie, that's, just not gory or bloody or violent, throw in Muppets Haunted Mansion. I mean, you'll have fun with it. Like I said, it's only like 45 minutes long. Well, that's it, guys. That concludes all of my Halloween background-themed videos. I am going to be taking off to Florida in a couple of days and going to Halloween Horror Nights. I might try to do a video. I hear that filming is frowned upon, so I'm not sure. But it seems to me like there's a lot of cool stuff going on outside. So maybe I'll do a little vlog type video, do something a little different and edit that up when I get back. And that would obviously probably get released after Halloween. But if I do that, I will try to get that edited out within like the first week past Halloween. So it's still, nobody's full on into like Thanksgiving and Christmas mode yet. So that's going to do it, guys. That's all I got for you. I hope you guys have a great Halloween. Thank you so much for liking or watching this video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Lets me know you guys like what I'm doing. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.